From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Denis Chabrol.
And I'm Kendol Morgan with the latest from across the Caribbean.
United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken yesterday met with Haiti's top leaders in Port-au-Prince to discuss plans for next year's elections and improving security. Mr. Blinken says he received an update on preparing for next year's polls.
Critical next step that we spoke about is setting up a electoral council. And the President gave me an update on the important work that's being done there, and we hope to see that stood up soon because that's a critical next step in moving forward and organizing elections for next year.
Haiti's Prime Minister Gary Conille, standing next to the U.S. Secretary of State, appealed for patience and commitment.
The split in Belize's opposition United Democratic Party UDP continues to widen, with a splinter group ramping up its call for the removal of party leader Shine Barrow. The splinter group, which calls itself the Alliance for Democracy and which is led by prominent opposition figure Tracy Panton, has issued a call for a special unity convention on October 6th to settle the party's leadership and other differences.
The special convention will seek to do a few things. One, to look at the executive appointments to the party. Two, to pass a motion on the floor to recall the party leader, and also a second motion that will seek to appoint an interim leader of the United Democratic Party until these matters can be straightened out at the subsequent convention to be held.
Meanwhile, the UDP under opposition leader Shine Barrow has announced that Ms. Panton and 3 other prominent members who are leading the splinter group have effectively resigned from the party. The UDP says it has opened applications for candidates to fill the positions of standard bearers in the constituencies currently represented by the 4 former members. Attempts by concerned party members to hold mediation talks between the two sides broke down after the splinter group demanded that the party leadership retracts the resignation statement, and the leadership refused to do so.
The migration policy of Caribbean Community CARICOM member states will ensure that criminals do not take advantage of the free movement of persons. Program Manager for Crime and Security of the CARICOM Secretariat, Sharon Toyne Stevenson, told Tobago Updates that the policy will use existing successful systems to deal with regional crime and security.
Our border security and intelligence networks are very, very well developed, and we have a lot of this work to thank through our implementing agency for crime and security, CARICOM Impacts, who continues to liaise internally and with third states to ensure that those persons that can disrupt our way of life, those persons that can disrupt our economic pursuits, are very much pursued, are very much identified and flagged, and will be able to work with member states to ensure even that they don't slip from one jurisdiction to the other jurisdiction.
CARICOM member states are soon expected to hold national consultations on the regional migration policy, with the aim of sending a report to CARICOM leaders for them to consider at their next summit in February 2025.
Barbados is leading the region's observance of Africa CARICOM Day tomorrow. The flags of Barbados, the Caribbean Community, and the African Union will be raised at a special ceremony in Bridgetown. And Barbados' ambassador to CARICOM, David Commission, says there will also be a link-up on business and trade relations, including the ongoing work by the Bridgetown headquartered Afri-Exim Bank.
Although the bank is located here in Barbados, this is really the CARICOM office. So this is the office of the CARICOM operations of the Afri-Exim Bank. And they're helping us, first of all, with identifying the best African airline to develop this direct flight between West Africa and the Caribbean, and perhaps directly to Barbados, we'll see. So that is in the works, and it'll be interesting to hear how far advanced that is, but also to hear about what the bank is doing, not just in Barbados, but right across the Caribbean community.
The Secretary General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Stephen Trigg, has been paying tribute to late Commonwealth Secretary General Sushridat Ramphal. Sushridat, who was also a former Attorney General and Foreign Affairs Minister of his native Guyana, died on August 30th. Mr. Trigg recalls Sushridat's role in the fight against apartheid.
Sir Sunny was the longest-serving Secretary-General of the Commonwealth. He was a powerful voice across a wide range of shared challenges of that time. If I might mention too, his advocacy on behalf of small states in general, including small island developing states, and the powerful and passionate leadership he provided in opposition to apartheid in South Africa. He was a towering figure, and we remember him with great fondness and respect.
This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp on +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.